Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be killing my very first Hespori boss. It took around 24 hours for it to grow, but honestly I think it took longer. I planted it at 10 p.m. and 24 hours later it still was not grown. I went to bed at about 1 a.m. and it was grown when I woke up, so somewhere between 24 and 30 hours. So it takes quite a while. We're going to do a little quick guide showing my very first kill and what the loot is going to be. On top of that, I'm going to be showing off some more of the farming guild, and I'm going to get around 10 farming contracts. I'll show you the loot from that, as well as a few other things related to the guild. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoy, and let's get started. So finally, our Hespori plant has grown, and we are going to fight it for the first time. Now, I've watched a few videos on YouTube, none of them super concrete on what you should do. Most people seem to be using ranged or melee. They both seem to be effective enough, so I just brought a switch to try out both of them. Essentially what will happen is the boss will spawn. It won't be able to move from here, so it's going to stay here. The seed pods will grow, and if they do, you won't be able to damage the boss. So you will have to kill them first and then continue attacking. So for your inventory, I'll just bring either your best melee gear or ranged gear or both. I'm going to bring a super anti-poison because you can actually get poisoned. So that's it. Let's give this a try. Let's drink our super combat and range potion. And let's go. Alright, so the plants are up, so we need to kill those first. Praying range does seem to be doing something. We're going to save our spec for our Abbey Dagger, I suppose. I just brought that because it was an easy spec weapon. Going to drink the super anti-poison so we don't take too much more damage. Oh man, do I even need to switch off the blowpipe? This thing is pretty solid against this. Alright, the plants are up again. Now there is also an attack he can do where he'll trap you in a certain location for a few minutes. Or minutes, probably just a few seconds. Yeah, like this. So just click right beside you and you can get out of it pretty easily. You know what? I'm probably just going to cancel the blowpipe. This is pretty easy. I'm just going to go ahead and spec it. Well, that was shit. Praying range does seem to be the best. I saw some people praying magic and it wasn't really doing a lot. Let's just heal up just in case. I'm not really sure what happens if you leave and come back. I'm assuming you don't get to fight the boss again. Alright, plants are dead, and once again, we'll continue attacking. Yeah, this is pretty easy for anyone who has medium to high level range. It might be worth it to bring up the chat box just so you know when you are stuck and when not. But this is going to be a pretty quick kill and pretty easy, actually. And okay, that was pretty much it. There we go. Hespori boss dead. Pretty easy with the blowpipe. I probably wouldn't even need to actually bring any food, but that's probably a good idea anyway. So anyway, let's use the spade on the Hespori boss and see what we get as a loot. Alright, so we got 2 Atlas seeds and 3 willow seeds. So we got the new Atlas seed plants. That's kind of interesting. The loot itself is not very good. The farming contracts are way better than the actual demiboss loot. But yeah, we got a new plant. We can go ahead and put that somewhere. So let's go ahead and grab a rake, as well as we'll go get our, we have a new seed, another Hespori seed. We've actually gotten 2 now, so we can go plant that. It just takes so long to grow. I know right now the loot kind of feels bad, but I was kind of waiting this entire time for it to grow, where normally it's just like a regular plant. I wouldn't be thinking about it so much. Okay, I think this might be one of the better ones. The Atlas seed increases the yield of all your farming patches, so that's pretty cool. Let's start off by planting our Hespori seed once again. Alright, and last up here, let's plant our Atlas seed. And now this will last, I think, 3 days if we're lucky. Alright, so we put super compost down here, or ultra compost. No, you cannot, so I guess we just plant it, and that's it. Alright, so that's it for the Hespori boss kill. So we are just about to complete our very first farming contract. Now, I actually did this before the Hespori boss kill, but I wanted to put it at the front just because that's what I'm going to title the video and I don't want to piss people off. So to actually complete your contract, you do need to check the health of the tree, or if it is a herb patch or something where you don't normally check the health, you need to harvest it completely. So we actually got our very first seed box here, so let's have a quick look at what we get as a loot, and we'll go grab another farming contract. Next up here, a maple tree. That's not ideal because those are the longest contracts she gives for the most part, are regular trees. It'll contain around 7 to 8 seeds, and on average I've been getting over 100k per seed box, and that's not including the price of the new seed. So it kind of just keeps going, so we just want to spam click on it a bunch. And there we go, that's all the seeds we got. So let's go ahead and do a quick price check here. So we ended up getting a tree seed worth 87k, not bad. So our first farming contract was worth 100k. Okay, so our next contract was a maple tree, which we have now successfully grown. We'll go ahead and check the health on that one. Once again, you need to do that to complete your contract. We're going to right click and go to contract here. I've completed my farming contract. Here is a reward, a seed box. Let's go see what's in it, and we'll go grab another contract here. Okay, so 85 farming, Snapdragon, that is much better. That will only take 80 minutes to grow. So let's go check the loot from the seed box, and we got a dragon fruit seed. That's worth 150k right now. Man, that's so good. Plus, we got a few other valuable seeds. Let's go ahead and price check this one as well. Okay, it's only showing up as 45k right now, but the dragon fruit seed is worth at least 150k. And that's not including the rest of the loot here as well, which brings our farming contract up to around 180k, or maybe closer to 150k with the prices of seeds. Now, one other thing worth noting and that was mentioned to me is that if you actually grow things in your patches in advance, don't check the health or harvest them. You can actually quickly complete farming contracts if you get lucky. For example, if you grow a snapegrass allotment, don't harvest it or check it in any way, and then you get it as a contract, you can go instantly complete that contract. One thing I've decided to do, and I realized I should have really done this from the beginning, is planting dragon fruit trees in all of your fruit tree patches right now, or at least when I recorded this. Dragon fruits, the actual fruit, were worth 30k each. They're going to drop in price as more people do that, but you get 6 on each dragon fruit tree, which means currently you could get around 180k in profit, and they regrow every 30 minutes. So by the time this grows, they're probably going to be worth drastically less, but still, that's an extremely profitable fruit tree right now, considering the dragon fruit tree seeds are only about 200k, and you get almost 200k in profit per tree. It's insanely worth it. Okay, so here we are. We actually finished up our farming contract. So for when it's a herb, you do need to harvest the entire thing, or else the farming contract will not be noted as completed. So there we go. Once you've fully grown it and harvested it, now we can go ahead and complete that farming contract. So let's go grab another farming contract, and it's going to be a yew tree. Not ideal, but that's okay. So we opened up the seed box, and we did get the Hespori seed, which is the one I planted for the beginning of the video. You get them fairly commonly because since then I've gotten 2 more Hespori seeds, but barring that, and barring the actual Hespori seed is not even tradable, we got around 100k in profit again from our farming contract. So here I am planting the Hespori seed. You do not actually need a ultra compost to do this. It won't let you put it down, so all you need is a seed dibber and then just chuck the seed in the ground. Very simple. Again, takes around 24 hours to fully grow, although sometimes it takes longer from maybe some farming bug or something like that. Okay, we finished up another farming contract. There we go. Let's go grab another one. I'm always doing the hard contracts because it doesn't really seem to increase the amount of time required. It just gives you better loot, I'm assuming. All right, so this is our 3rd or 4th contract. Let's go ahead and grab the seeds. And we got a dragon fruit seed. Those are 150k each right now. Plus, we got a good amount of other loot as well. Let's go ahead and price check that. Now we can add another 100k onto this. And now that is just the current price. However, I think dragon fruit seeds will always be worth at least probably 50 or 60k, so it's still going to be a pretty good reward regardless. So this farming contract was probably worth 250k. So we sold some of the things off and we already have 209k, so yeah, it's probably worth 220 to 230k. So right now we went ahead and bought 5 dragon fruit seeds and we planted them in every single patch. So in a day we will be able to reap the great rewards of the dragon fruit, but we'll have to wait for now. So we finished up another farming contract here. This is our 4th one, I believe. So let's go ahead and grab another contract. Lanta Diamond is a very easy one. So we went ahead and looted the box, and this one looks pretty promising as well. We got a palm tree seed, some snapegrass seeds, overall worth 128k. So again, quite good. Here is another farming contract done. The Lanta Diamond only took 80 minutes to grow fully. Our next farming contract is going to be poison ivy berries. Again, very quick to do. And as our loot, we got another dragon fruit seed, a palm tree seed, cadentine, and a bunch of other stuff. This will probably be one of our strongest loots yet. If we add another 100k onto that, that's another 216k loot from a farming contract. So good. Once again, we have another farming contract completed. We'll go grab another one, and it's going to be white berries. Again, very quick. Only going to take maybe a couple hours to grow fully. Let's see what our loot looks like. This may be our worst loot so far. I don't see any new seeds or any tree seeds for that matter. We got a few willow seeds, but yeah, overall, maybe only worth around 70k. That is our worst farming contract so far. All right, so we have our first harvest of dragon fruits here. We have about 25 of them. So we're going to go to the Grand Exchange and see how much we can sell these suckers for. I think they still might be worth 10k each right now, which is insanely good for a fruit harvest. Let's have a look here. We have 25 of them. Let's see if we can sell them for 8k each. Okay, not quite. Ah, man, I wish we had gotten on this right away. We could have sold it for 20k each. That would have been so good. 150k. Oh, there we go. They sold for that price. We got 170k in profit from that fruit tree run. You may have noticed I got another Hespori seed from that farm run actually, because you can get it just from checking your regular crops, and we actually did get one that way. Once again, another dragon fruit tree seed that's worth 150k. Those seem to be very common. And as well, we also got another Hespori seed. That is our third seed we have, so we'll have some extra ones. Here's another loot of 30 dragon fruits, and we sold it for 210k. Oh my god, so good. I'm just gonna keep doing this until dragon fruits totally crash. Okay, we finished up our 9th farming contract, and oh man, I'm not gonna make it to 10. I need to get this video out soon. That's okay, you get the idea. And maple tree, okay, there's no way we'll get that done in time. We're so close, but anyway, let's get the loot from the very last actual seed box here. And we got another dragon fruit tree seed. Now, the price of seeds have crashed a lot, but still the dragon fruit trees are worth 150k each. So doing farming contracts is probably the best money for farming in the game right now. Anyway, guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely go out there and try out the farming guild. There's lots of fun new content, and it's probably the content I profited off the most so far. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.